Okay, this is a video showing the um, output from Nmap on my network. Um, for for some reason it took a long time to run um, a script for all of the IP addresses on my network. So I had to run them as two separate things, and I found that that actually worked, whereas the having it from 1 to 249 just didn't seem to work. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. Off rip, we have my default gateway, so this is my Wi-Fi router. Um, and the ports that are open are pretty standard. We've got SSH, domain, HTTP, HTTPS. These three are for internet. SSH is for SSH, obviously. Um, I wonder if this would be open if it didn't, or if I didn't SSH into P1 as much as I do, but that's open. And then UPnP, which is Universal Plug and Play, I probably set that when I set up the router. That's for like ease of gaming. Moving on. These are more than likely iPhones, considering they have a port called iPhone Sync. Um, so there was a couple iPhones connected. I live with I have four roommates at my house, and they're all on my network, so um, there's really more that are connected, but there's probably only two that were actually actively using it. Um, Not sure what this one is. Maybe a desktop. Um, Here we've got however you pronounce that, and similarly down here. It took me a little while to figure out what these were. I looked them up, and there's kind of a vague description of what this company makes. It, I'm assuming that it is the LED strips that we have in our house because the LED strips that we have can be connected or can be controlled using an app through Wi-Fi. So that's probably why these have like no ports open but are on the network. Here's a Roku stick. They've got one port open. This is probably a custom port or something like that. Um, that Roku made just so that they can have consistent access to their server or whatever. Another Microsoft one. Unsure what that one is. This again is probably a another LED strip, and then this one is actually my PC itself. I'm not sure what these ports are for. Um, I'd have to do more research into that. But yeah, this was for the auth script method. And then if we go to exploit, um, luckily I didn't find any vulnerabilities. I had to do the same method, of course, because for whatever reason it just wasn't fast enough to finish. So on my router, um, like I said, couldn't find any vulnerabilities running this, luckily. Um, Going through most of the same stuff, nothing really interesting. I don't remember what this one was. I don't. Let's see if we can find that over here. Oh, this was one of the LED strips. So I guess one of the LED strips has HTTP open, which is kind of interesting because the other ones didn't. Um, but there's no vulnerability, so I guess it's not really that big of a deal. And then here's my PC again. Nothing crazy. No vulnerabilities, so yeah, that's pretty much it for running Nmap on my network.